You know, we spend about a third of our entire lives doing it. But what is sleep, really? I mean, it's so much more than just resting. Tonight, we're going to go deep, and I mean deep inside the brain, to uncover the incredible secret work it gets done right after you close your eyes.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. We usually think of sleep as, our time to shut down completely. But have you ever really stopped to wonder, while your body is recharging, what on earth is your brain up to? Is it just off? Well, the answer might surprise you. It's a huge, definite no.
And this is where it gets really interesting. Here's the core paradox of sleep. While your body is finally taking a break, your brain is absolutely buzzing. It's not shutting down at all. It's actually clocking in for a crucial night shift, one that is absolutely vital for your waking life. So, let's pull back the curtain on this so-called night shift. What's actually going on in there? Turns out, your brain is a master multitasker, performing two incredibly important jobs every single night. And trust me, they are both essential for your survival and just, feeling good. Think of your brain's night shift like this. It's got two main roles. First, it's like a super organized librarian. It meticulously sifts through everything that happened to you today, all the experiences, the information, and decides what to keep and what to toss. The important stuff gets filed away, turning it from a short-term note into a long-term memory. At the very same time, it's also the janitorial crew, doing some serious essential housekeeping. And this cleaning process, it's beyond critical. During your deepest sleep, your brain fires up something called the glymphatic system. Honestly, it's like a power washer for your brain, flushing out all the toxic gunk that builds up during the day. We're talking about nasty stuff, including proteins like beta amyloid, which has been linked to Alzheimer's. And here's the key: the deeper you sleep, the better that cleaning crew works.
Which, of course, brings us to a much more serious question. What happens when that night shift gets interrupted or cut short? What is the real-world price we all pay for not getting enough sleep?
Look, for most adults, the science is pretty clear on this one. That sweet spot for your brain to be at its absolute best is somewhere between 7 and 9 hours of sleep a night. But let's be honest, the hard truth is that a massive number of us are just not hitting that mark, not even close.
And you feel the consequences almost immediately. Cognitively, you'll notice it's way harder to remember things, or even just focus on one task. But it's not just about brain power. Your emotions take a huge hit too. This is where that moodiness comes from, that short temper. It can even increase your risk for really serious things like anxiety and depression. And to really put a fine point on it, here's a wild but true comparison. Going too long without sleep has effects on your brain that are incredibly similar to being drunk. Seriously, that's how much it messes with your judgment, your reaction time, your decision-making. It's a genuine risk, especially when you need to be sharp, like getting behind the wheel of a car.
And these risks, they just compound over time. Remember that brain cleaning crew we just talked about? Well, when you consistently shortchange your sleep, they can't do their job properly. Night after night, that toxic waste can start to build up. And over the long run, that may seriously increase the risk of developing devastating conditions, like dementia.
Okay, that was a lot of bad news, I know. But here's the good news. A fantastic night's sleep isn't just about luck. We actually have a ton of control over it, and it all comes down to a set of practices called sleep hygiene. Think of it as your practical toolkit.
So, the action plan here really breaks down into do's and don'ts. On the do side, it's all about routine and environment. Try to keep a consistent schedule. Yeah, even on weekends. It helps set your body's internal clock. And turn your bedroom into a sleep sanctuary. Cool, dark, and quiet. Now, on the don't side, this is all about what to avoid before bed. So no caffeine in the late afternoon, no heavy meals or alcohol, and this is a big one, no screens for at least an hour before bed. That blue light from your phone is a major sleep killer.
So, after all that, what's the ultimate payoff here? If you really prioritize your sleep and master your sleep hygiene, what does that well-rested brain actually do for you?
Ultimately, the payoff is incredibly direct and simple. The connection is undeniable. The better you sleep at night, the sharper and more efficiently your brain works during the day. And, maybe most importantly, the better you'll feel, both mentally and physically. It's really that straightforward.
So I want to leave you with this one thought. Every single night is a fresh opportunity to reset and optimize the most important organ in your body. Your brain's absolute peak performance, it could literally be just one good night's sleep away. So the only real question left is, what's stopping you?